Stewart. Can we just... Oh no, been taken off! Oh my dear Lord. Oh my God. Oh, someone else has come off. Oh, and... Hi guys, and welcome back to some more Monster Energy Supercross here on this channel. I'm KPG-GOONER here, and welcome to part number 26 of my career walkthrough. Now in today's episode we're at Daytona International Speedway, and this is a very difficult circuit. This is going to be tough today. Also guys, please don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe if you're not subscribed, and click the bell if you want to stay notified about all the videos that are uploaded on the channel. It's really important. Thank you so much for all the support in this series. So let's get straight into qualifying and see if we can get a good result in today's episode. So here I go. Am I actually going to be able to put a lap in without crashing? This is such a challenging circuit. This is going to be an extremely tough race today. Oh God, somebody else has come off. Oh my dear Lord. How many crashes am I going to see in this qualifying session? Don't come out. Oh God, I thought I was going to land outside the circuit again. I've done that a couple of times already. What a tough qualifying this is. I'm not sure we're going to get the fastest time on this circuit today, but let's see if we can at least get in the top 10 in this qualifying session. Otherwise we're going to have a really poor gate pick for the heats and the main event. Right, let's just try and get a good turn around there. Let's see if we can catch up with this rider in front of us and try not to make any more mistakes. Let's see if we can actually put a lap in without... Oh God, there's a mistake already. There you go. That's probably ruined the lap again. Let's see if we can just finish it off. It's got to be faster than my previous time of 1:16. I swear blind I've done faster than that when I've raced around here online. But yeah, I'm just struggling today. But we will try our best to try and get a good result around this challenging circuit. But this is definitely one of the toughest circuits on the game. Oh God, I almost got thrown out there. Keep it steady. This is definitely going to be a quicker time. And, oh, up to 6th. Well, that's an improvement. Right guys, so that is qualifying out the way, and we didn't improve on that 6th position. I just kept on crashing all the time. Such a challenging circuit. It's going to be an extremely tough championship race today. Dungy got first place with a 1:12. Oh my God, that was a quick time. Anyway, let's get into the heats and see if we can get a decent result. So here we go.
Here come the big bikes rolling into the stadium. The highly anticipated start of the first 450 heat race. The tension is really starting to build as these riders are hoping to secure the direct transfer to the main event. It's time to go racing.
Right, so here we go with the first race of the episode. Let's see if we can get a good start and get into the main event by finishing in the top 4. So Ken Roxon's the fastest in this group. Let's see if we can get a good start. Oh, that wasn't too bad. Can we get into that first corner without getting smashed off? Let's get it round. Come on, we're going to get pushed wide. Oh, just. Oh my God, I thought I was going to come off there. Stay on the bike. And that wasn't a bad start. I will take that. I'm still up and running. And that is all that matters. I think it's about consistency on this circuit. And not just about who's quickest. Oh God, we managed to get in there. Can we take the lead? Oh my God, we almost came off there. And we're into second behind Stewart. Can we just... Oh no, been taken off. Oh my dear Lord. Oh my God, oh, someone else has come off. Oh, and that's 3 in the space of about 5 seconds. Dear Lord, this circuit's tough. Right, so we've dropped down to 5th. Oh, so there goes another one. And we've managed to take advantage of that, so we're up to P3. If we can just finish in the top 4. But I can see loads of people crashing a lot more on this race. So let's just try and just stay consistent enough. Just hit one of the blocks. Not the greatest. And Malcolm Stewart is still leading the way. So that's a new name to be leading a heat race. He hasn't been up this end of the order in any of the races that I can remember in my championship, but he's taking advantage of loads of people making mistakes and coming off. So let's see if we can just catch up. I've got no idea where Roxon is. The quickest rider in our qualifying group anyway, and he's nowhere to be seen. But I ain't going to worry about that. That just means he might have to go into the semis and qualify through that way. Right, can we take the lead? Oh, that was a bit of a risk going into the front of a rider. Oh my dear Lord, and I just got clumped there, but I managed to stay on the bike, and we've dropped down to third. Dear Lord, they do not hold back in the turns. You've got to be so careful. Right, this is only going to be a oh God, we've gone down the side. Be careful, Gooner. So this is only going to be 2 whole laps and a half, because it's such a long circuit. It's not going to be as many laps as the short circuits. So let's see if we can just stick in this position. We've got Reed behind us. Oh God, another mistake through there. That's really costing us. We've got to try not to hit that block. Right, we're going side by side. Let's see if we can get round the side and get back into second place. And we've got the inside line here. Slow it down, get it turned in. Oh God, that wasn't the quickest. I should have pulled the clutch in and revved it up there. We've got a bit of a boost out that turn. And Reed has caught up as well. But we can afford to finish 4th. So I'm not going to worry just yet. We're coming towards the end of this lap, and then we've got 1 more lap to go. Can we hold on to this position and get into the main event? We're going to have to ride a hell of a lot better when it gets to the main event. I must admit, we are not at the right pace. I think Dungy's going to be a lot quick. Oh God, we made another mistake, and we're going into the final lap. Can we hold on to this position? It's not going to be easy, but we're going to try our best. Hopefully someone else might make a mistake and we can take advantage of it. Right, it's down the circuit, Gooner. That is the best way to stay consistent. Right, trying to get a good turn around there. We've got Reed in our inside. Hopefully he doesn't take me off. Right, let's see if we can do this without hitting the block this time. Oh, that was a bit better. Almost hit the post, but yes, that was better. Right in the inside, and Reed's taking the inside of both of us. Oh, you little git. Right, let's try and catch up with him and see if we can just... Oh, no. Someone shoved it down the inside of me there. Let's just try... Oh, my God, don't come off, please. We want to stick in this position at least. I don't want to have to do another race. And, oh, God, just keep it steady. Let's see if we can get to the end. We're still in the right position to go into the main event at this moment in time. So let's see if we can just make it a little bit better. If we can... Oh, someone's come off! Who was that come off? I think that was Stuart. Stuart's come off. Oh my God, but he still managed to reset and get back in front of me. Right, let's just try and get back into a better position. And we finish 4th. Oh my God, that was extremely tough. So many mistakes. And Reed took the win in the heats. He really pushed on that last lap. Well, there you go. Right, so we move to the main event. Oh my God, this is going to be such a tough race. Where did Roxon come? 7th. Well, it looks like he's going to have to do another race before the main event. Good luck to him. Right, let's get into the main event. Oh my God, guys, the game glitched on me. I went off circuit on the first corner at the start of the race. I got forced off, and it didn't reset me back onto the circuit, and I couldn't move. I just lied there on the dirt until the end of the race, and I didn't get any points. This has made the championship a little bit more interesting. So we go into the next race, guys. We're going to do another race in this episode because of that, and it's closed the gap as well. This is really, really interesting now. So let's get into what's coming next in this episode. I am extremely disappointed I didn't manage to do the main event around the Daytona International Speedway. The game has been very glitchy lately, but that has never happened to me before. Fingers crossed it doesn't happen in a game. We're going to go straight into another race in today's episode to make up for that glitch. And we've got a race around the Lucas Oil Stadium, so hopefully we can make up those points. Let's just get straight into qualifying and get those points. Right, so we've just changed the gear ratio to the short ratio to see if that makes any difference. I've made a few tweaks to the preload, so hopefully that will make the difference. But I was really struggling at the start of this qualifying session, and I still haven't managed to put a decent time in. I have crashed out a couple of times, but I've had some good races around this circuit in the 250s, and I've raced around it a couple of times online, so I do know this circuit. It is very, very challenging. It'd be interesting to see how quick the top riders are around here, and we're going to have to really perform. We've got to make up the points that we lost in the previous race by not being able to do the main event. I am still very, very angry. I don't know why the game glitched out like that. I've had a couple of blue screens errors on this game, but nothing like that where I just got stuck and I didn't move. I just had a nice little rest in the dirt. Anyway, let's see what time we get here. Oh, that is much better. Second. Right, so we got to the end of the qualifying session and we dropped down to third in the end with that time, but third place is not too bad. Ken Roxon took top spots, but we go into the heat races with some confidence. We do like this circuit. I did make a few mistakes in that qualifying. I know the areas where I need to be careful on. Hopefully we can start really well. Hopefully the game doesn't glitch out on me. So let's get straight into that first heat and that's set the marker and win the first race. So here we go.
It's time now for the final 450 heat race. 4 more riders will transfer out of this heat straight to the main event. You want to get one of those highly coveted transfer spots locked in now, so you don't have to race your way through the semis.
Right, so here we go with another race in today's episode around the Lucas Oil Stadium. Now let's see if we can put a marker down and get a really good result in this heat race and move on to the main event. So let's see if we can get a good start and drop the clutch at the right time. Oh no, I've let the clutch out too early, you absolute pillar gooner. What was that? That was really, really bad. Right, let's try and get through that first corner and try not to get taken. Oh, blocks flying everywhere. Loads of riders crashing into each other, but we've managed to stay away from that. We've actually got through to second. We've just passed the fastest in qualifying, Roxon. Oh, awesome. Can we get a good drive around that turn? And we've just taken the lead. Oh, what a start around the Lucas Oil Stadium. Oh, brilliant. Right, let's try and put a marker down and show Roxon that we want maximum points today in that main event. And we still got to go against Dungey in the main event, but like I said, Roxon was the fastest in qualifying, but qualifying times don't always necessarily mean anything. Sometimes I can get first place but still struggle in the race, so you just got to perform. Right, we've managed to pull away, so it's Anderson that's in second, and we've just pulled away just over a second lead, and that is a good way to start this heat race. But just remember guys, there's no points in this race, it's only position. So God, no! Oh, I've just spoken too soon and I totally ruined it, and I come off and Anderson has taken the lead. It just takes one mistake like that and now I'm under pressure, but we've managed to get back into first place. No, Anderson's having none of that. He wants a bit of a battle here. Right, let's see if we can just... And Roxon is back in the top 3 and he is in behind me. If he sets that sort of rhythm he had in qualifying, I'm in big trouble. So let's see if we can just hold on to this and try and battle for positions. Oh God, almost lost it there. Let's just try and hold it. Let's go on the inside of him. We're going side by side. It looks like we've got a bit of a battle here. Oh God, be careful, don't come off. If I come off, that's going to ruin it. Right, let's see if we can just pick up the pace on this lap. Oh God, almost chucked myself off. When you really lose the flow through those jumps, it really, really can throw you out, and you've got to try and back off the throttle, because if you carry on with... Oh my God, we've made another mistake, but we managed to correct ourselves and we're into first place. Oh, that was a good bit of reactions there. We managed just to pull ourselves back on circuit into the lead, and we are back in the lead. Yeah, like I was saying, sometimes when your bike starts throwing all over the place, where the suspension's not reacting like you've really got to try and back off, because if you carry on pulling that throttle, it will chuck you off, and it happens quite a lot. Now Roxon's up to second place, and it looks like we've got a battle with him until the end of this heat. So we're going to have to try and make sure that he doesn't come flying into those inside corners. Let's just try and take it nice and steady around this one. This is one corner I've come off quite a lot. Be careful. Right, into the next lap. Let's see if we can just pull away. It is very, very close. So it's just under a second. That is not a lot of time. We've just made a little bit of a mistake there. Just of the blocks. Let's go on the outside, build up a bit of pace. And, oh, that worked out nicely. That should give us a good... Oh, brilliant. That's what we needed. That's the only way we're going to get away is if we just nail all these jumps. And again, that's nice and smooth. Trying to stay in the centre of the circuit. Build up a bit of pace. Again, cleared all the jumps there. Now let's see if we can really build some speed and get a good jump over here. Oh, God, no, that wasn't great. We didn't manage to do a whip there. And that's going to cost us. Let's just try and be careful that we don't make any mistakes. Coming towards the final lap now. One more lap and then we move on to the main event. And it looks like that main event's going to be a tricky race. So let's see. Oh, God, I made another mistake. Be careful. Really trying to push it. And just, oh, it's only just over half a second. And this is where it gets tricky. Roxon's coming in the inside. And I've just managed to hold him off for a second. Now he's going to go into the inside there. And he's taking the lead. Let's just try and stay on the bike. As long as we don't come off, we've always got a chance. Let's just try and hold him in the inside there. And we're back into the lead. And let's see if we can just hold him off until the end of the race. But, oh God, we've made a mistake. We've gone off the circuit. Quick, back onto the circuit. Back onto the circuit. Oh, that's going to cost us. And he's come back into the inside. And he's retaken the lead. Oh, my God. It looks like we're not going to win this race. So much for setting out a marker, eh? And I'm just going to lose a bit of pace through there as well. Right, can we just get him on the last corner? I don't think we're going to be able to. And it's probably not worth it because I might end up coming off anyway. Right, let's just keep it nice and controlled. And over the finish line. So there we go. Roxon takes the win in the heats. I tried my best. This race is going to be tough. I think with Dungey in the mix as well, it looks like it could be a very tricky race, but we want to get maximum points. So we're going to have to up our level. We've got to do much better. Try and get rid of all those mistakes as well. Right, let's get into the main event.
Indianapolis is a city well known for its passion for speed. It is also home to Lucas Oil Stadium, a truly world-class venue. Hi everybody, I'm Ralph Shaheen. Welcome to the Hoosier State, and what should be a fantastic round of Monster Energy AMA Supercross, an FIM World Championship. He has the speed and is definitely the one to beat, but can he handle being in the spotlight and the pressure? The riders are lined up. The gate is about to drop. Who will get the whole shot?
Right, guys, this is the one that matters, guys. Can we get maximum points? We need to get a good start. So let's see if we can get a better gate drop this time. And, oh, that was much better. But getting into that first corner is going to be tricky. Hold it. Oh, they all went round the outside and we've managed to get through. Oh, fantastic. But Roxon's launched into the lead. And let's just try and hold it. We've got Anderson in our inside. And Ryan Dungey is further behind. But that wasn't the worst start. And we've managed to retake the lead. But it looks like it's going to be a real battle again with Ken Roxon. And, oh, he's come off in that turn. We went side by side and he was a little bit weaker and he came off. He's not going to like that, and I can expect some revenge at some point. Maybe not in this race, but in another race he will get his own back, because he usually does. Right, let's try and hold it into this turn. Ooh, I've made a mistake. Oh, get back on the circuit, and we've dropped a couple of places. And it just... Oh, Ryan Dungey's got into the lead. Oh, he's one person you don't want in the lead because he sets a decent pace and he hardly makes mistakes. And here comes Mr. Roxon. And he's probably going to get his revenge on me. If, like I said, if it ain't in this race, he will probably do it in another race, because I've had so many battles with him so far in this championship. Right, let's see if we can just pick up the pace and get back into the lead. We want to get maximum points in this race today. And let's try and pick up a bit of speed. And, oh God, let's be careful. Just didn't clear those jumps, and sometimes that can throw you off. Right, get some huge air. Oh, nicely done. Let's try and take an inside line. No, we've taken the outside. And Anderson is still sticking with me, and he's really putting me off, because I'm not managing to pick up any pace. Every time you make contact, it sort of slows you down a bit. You want to be free as possible. Right, we've gone into there. Okay, luckily Anderson didn't take me off. And Roxon's dropped down the order, so it looks like he... Oh, God, that was close. Oh, seriously, I thought it was going to come off then. Right, we've picked up a bit of speed around that turn. Let's see if we can really catch up with Dungey here. And he's managed to get through there pretty well as well. And let's just keep it careful with this. Anderson's really starting to get on my nerves now. He's keep niggling at me in the turns. And it's really putting me off. Right, we've managed to catch up with Dungey. Can we get past him? No, that is the goal. Can we get around the outside? We've built up a bit of pace. Oh, that was huge. Oh, that was brilliant. Right, can we pick up a bit of pace around this turn? And he's taking the inside, but we can get a better jump over there. Can we? No, it's about the same. And it looks like we're going to go head-to-head with Dungey in this race. Oh, and he's come off. A little bit of contact there, but yeah, he was weaker like Roxon was earlier in the race. But at this rate, guys, I'm going to have both of them absolutely flying for me at the end of this race. So I'm going to have to get away here because it could get a little bit heated. Right, let's just try and pull away. So Dungey's dropped down to 4th. Roxon is in 5th. And we've got Anderson behind us and Seeley. And we just made another mistake. Get back on circuit. Don't throw this away. We've got one more lap after this to go. Are the two top riders going to come back into it and get their revenge on me? Hopefully it won't be in this race because I've managed just to pull away now, and that is what I wanted. Looks like we battle hard so far for this for this position. Can we finish it off and actually get the points? And that is my goal. Can we do it? Right, let's try and hold it around here. Let's keep it nice and steady. We're going to back off through here just to make sure we get through this corner. And we go into the final lap. Let's try and not make any mistakes now. We can't afford to make any mistakes, but here comes Anderson. He's been niggling at me. Oh, I think he came off. I think he either just braked too hard or he made slight contact with me. I'm not quite sure, but he came off. Oh, no, I've come off. Oh, I've been punished. Oh, I've been punished, but I've been reset really quick. Oh, that was good. So we've managed to get back in the lead. I thought it was going to take a while to reset me, but it reset me really quick, and I've managed to get back into the lead. But we've got Ryan Dungey right on our tail, and we're really going to be under pressure to the end of the race now. But that was my own fault. I was getting a little bit too cocky, and I got punished for it. Right, let's try and finish this off. Are we actually going to take the win? It's going to be very, very close. It's going to go down to the last corner, I think, because I'm a little bit unconfident with that last corner because I have come off on that corner quite a few times in the qualifying session. Right, slow it down. Oh, God, that was close, but we take the win. What a fantastic result that was. What a battle that was as well. We managed to take off Dungey, Roxon and Anderson off in that race. You make contact in the race. Sometimes you come off, they come off. It happens. It's Supercross, but it was extremely tough, and it makes up for that real disappointing race around the Daytona Speedway where we didn't get to do the main event, and we picked up some more points. So we're just about to check out the standings, so let's get into that now. Right, guys, so we pick up another 25 points, which puts us in a really good position in this championship after scoring no points in the previous round because of that glitch error. But there is some real difficult and tricky circuits coming up, some that I'm not very good at, so there's still an opportunity for some of the others to get back in this championship. So we've got to stay consistent and keep on fighting to the end. And Cole Seeley's the one that seems to be challenging us. Right, let's get into what's coming next. Right, guys, in the next episode it's Stadium of Detroit, and if you remember in the 250s I struggled around this circuit, so it's going to be a real challenging race, but I'm up for the challenge. Also, guys, don't forget to smash that like button. Please leave some comments. I appreciate all the support and the feedback. Subscribe if you're not subscribed, and I will see you soon. And don't forget there's loads coming to this channel, so please don't miss a thing. Click that bell and stay tuned. See you later, guys.